Which way in the fight against terror? That continues to be the controversial question, and your views keep coming in as we commemorate 1 year on after Westgate. The hashtag we're using on Twitter is After the Siege. Here is one already. Does extrajudicial killing solve the terror scourge? Uganda just arrested suspects while Kenya shoots to kill. While we grapple with how we're going to fight terrorism, let's take you to some who survived a terrorist attack. Now, when Susan Njuguna woke up on the morning of September 21st, 2013, her intuition told her to stay at home, but she still left her residence anyway. And just as she arrived at her workplace, on the second floor of Westgate Mall, the unimaginable happened. She and others were caught up in one of the worst tragedies in Kenyan history. Here is a story now of 3 women at 3 different stages of healing 1 year after the Westgate tragedy.
It's the same job in the same company, maybe even with the same clients. But in reality, life will never be the same again for Susan Njuguna. Her scars are less obvious than most survivors. The last time Susan used her voice. It will take more than a year before she can recall the memories of Westgate without shedding a tear. Though they both hide their scars well, Rachel Wamboy's is more evident.
I thought that the salon was not a safer place for me. I decided to run at the second floor, parking inside the mall. That's when I was thrown a grenade on my feet, both of them. My right feet had to be smashed off from the fingers going up.
Rachel is ahead of Susan in the sense that she is slowly coming to terms with what happened on the 21st of September 2013, affording a smile now and again during the interview.
I was really crying for water at that time, for him to help me with water. Then he was telling me, Mama, tulia maji nakuja. So I didn't know whom he was at first. Then when I was at Mata, when he was being brought at the KTN, I was telling my parents and my brother that this is the man who saved me. And that was the time they told me this is the director for Red Cross. After I saw my foot were thrown the grenade, I just told myself, God forgive them because they don't know what they're doing.
Because, you know, I have 2 choices. I can either be angry and miserable and continue to hurt and carry the people who shot me on my back every single day, or I can forgive them and leave them behind. And I can heal better. And I have chosen to heal and to get better.
A radio presenter, Shamim, has found healing in talking about her ordeal. It has enabled her to laugh at situations that would have otherwise been a nuisance.
I've got so much shrapnel when I go through these, metal detectors. It starts beeping. But I'm a very grateful human being.
The Westgate tragedy affected almost every Kenyan, especially those living in Nairobi. And even though it has been referred to as Kenya's 9/11, it was 4 days of hell, but at the same time, it was 4 days of unity. And maybe it is this strength in unity that is one of the reasons why those who came out of that building that day are called survivors and not victims. Catherine Omwando, KTN.